Hey guys, Seven here and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I have another replay to show you, not mine, but it's from Titan 191. And he's playing in the Centurion Action 10, Tier 10 British medium tank. The tank that was replaced, that it did replace the FV4202. Part of a bit of a mistalk there. So why was it replaced? The FV4202 had quite a bad turret armor and also pretty bad mobility for a tier 10 medium tank. So basically this thing was improved the mobility and the turret armor, so now turret armor is awesome. Well, not really awesome. And the mobility is also an insane mobility for a Centurion. Centurion armor is usually pretty shit, and well, it's not so much on this one. The tier 9 Centurion has decent armor. This one has even better armor. So it's actually pretty good now. It's using a 105mm Royal Ordnance gun, same gun that's used on the Leopard. Obviously first used on the Centurions, and it is a very good gun, great accuracy, great reload time, and decent alpha damage, just like every other 105mm. I'm sorry about the Sixth Sense symbol if it bothers you. I mean, it's quite loud when it turns on. Hey, at least it's funny. I mean, it's a fucking minion. Now he does heat rounds for the front of the armor of the VK4502B. And he uses one for the Bashet 525D, which obviously he doesn't need. The gun has 268mm of penetration, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yep. And how much would heat? 330. Not that much, but hey, still more. The great action on this gun it shows itself when he's firing at these cupolas of other tanks, for example the VK. Now the VK's slide armor is pretty terrible, which manages to slam one into it and penetrate and kill it. He slams one into the upper plate of the 121, surprises Pend, and shoots the bad shot. Now he's on one-shot kill, and then he focuses on the object 704. And he's using the ridge lines as he should. And that's a bit of a misplay there, right in the side, but he just turned. So it bounced, the object 704, shoots but bounces. And that gives Titan an easy kill. So Titan already picked up 5,700 damage in the 3.5 minutes of the game, and 1,780 damage blocked, and this is the first time he receives a hit. And actually destroys 2 of his modules. That's how badass the gun the 121 is. It is a big gun. And that is how this accuracy does. Again, amazing. Right in the cupolas once again. And he's now almost up to 7,000 damage. That is... he's just getting up damage all the time now. This guy is amazing. As well as the tank. Now the 121 see that he's going away, and well, he shoots it into his ass. Now the thing that he should do here is turn the hole so he could actually depress the gun enough to shoot it, but he didn't do so, and he didn't shoot it. So that's on that side almost 7,000 damage. Well, now it's 7,000 damage. That's a bit of a low roll there. T-54 lightweight using APCR rounds. Well, then again, can't really blame him. I mean, he's a fucking light tank that has pretty shit penetration of 175, I believe. Not sure. And he already blocked 2,000 damage, which is a lot for a medium tank. Here comes the lightweight again. I like how the lightweight plays here. He doesn't let it to go into front of his gun, but well, then again, he does it. So, and he shoots the lightweight again, and now he's up to 8,000 damage. That's just how fast the rate of fire on the freaking Centurion Action 10 is. And I'm now actually thinking of buying a Centurion 1, even though the Centurion 1 is pretty shit tank. In my opinion, it's not a great tank. It's not a bad tank, but it doesn't do well. Now the misplay here, he used heat round for the lower plate. Heat rounds work very well against unsloped armor, but not well against sloped armor, just like you saw there. And well, this one actually pens. Although I'm not sure if this was an APCR round or not. Hey, okay. Sorry about that, I'm a bit sleepy. Now he has to deal with two E100s. And the bigger problem is they're both on full health. Both. That's 5,400 damage in total if you combine both of their health, but of course he's not gonna do the damage by himself. And there's the 100 he fires, but he rather shoots the T-54 lightweight instead because he thinks it's gonna be a bigger threat. And it was the right thing to do, because it could be the more serious threat because it's a more mobile tank, can deal with him easily. And well, this T-32 is doing very well against this E-100. He did put some shots into him. Titan fired heat into his third armor, which did pen. And now basically, after he fired, there's no way of turning back. Because Centurion 7-1, or what? Centurion Action X is such a great DPM. The E100 is not gonna be able to reload in time. Now I like what he does here. Just check this out. E100 doesn't have gun depression, he shoots it into the shacks. And he actually damages him. Reason why? He's shooting upwards into the tank, so he actually damages the tank. And wow, good job by the RU-251 setting the 100 on fire. He shoots it again, and the next shell finishes off the E-100. As everybody else says, brilliant play by the Titan 191 from the 3 versus 27 clan. And I guess that's why he's from the 3 versus 27 clan, because he just fucking did 12,345 damage. That is the most damage I have seen in World of Tanks. Apart from one Death Star replay, but hey, it's Death Star. 12,300 damage for a medium tank is a massive amount, as well as 2,000 damage blocked. This tank is awesome. So yeah, there's that, I guess. So he obviously managed to pick up a Top Gun. How much experience exactly, I don't know, but it was about 1,500 or 1,600, not that much. Since he did 12,345 damage and 7 kills. I was expecting about like 2,000 experience at least, but he actually didn't get that. So yeah, there's that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.
don't cry, mama, don't cry.